It is firmly cider season. It's hard to beat the refreshment of an ice-cold cider on a warm, humid Irish day. But we're getting ahead of ourselves. Let's go back a few weeks and see how we made this dark forest berry cider. Step 1 is optional, but I find that it helps. I start, of course, by loading Teddy into the boot of my car, driving to Molamine Forest, putting Teddy on the lead, and running, and running some more.
Teddy.
Next, I took a large saucepan and added 4.5 litres of apple juice, mostly non-concentrate, but a sneaky litre of concentrate. I then added 500 grams of frozen dark forest berries from Aldi and let this sit on a very low heat. Once the berries have thawed, I took out the masher. Once that is adequately mashed, it's time to activate our yeast. I collect a small bowl full of our brewing mixture. This is lukewarm from the pot. Here's the cider yeast that I like to use. I add this to the bowl and give it a mix. Then we leave it to get all nice and bubbly in the bowl. Now it's time to add everything to our fermenter. I'm simply using this sterilised 5-litre water bottle. I add all of my brewing mixture, including the berries. Sometimes they need a little encouragement through the funnel. With having only spilled absolutely loads, I then add my yeast. And now we simply play the game of patience. 2 weeks later, and I'm minding my parents' house and dog. This is Teddy, the bestest boy. Using a sieve, I very slowly strain the fermenter into this bucket. Here's all the sediment and old yeast I wanted to remove. I let this bucket sit for a while to settle, and then it's time for bottling. I add 2 teaspoons of sugar to the bottle for priming and fill. I repeat this 8 times. And once again, we simply have to wait for carbonation. And this is only 5 days later. And final verdict, I wouldn't make this again. Whatever mixture of berries was in the packet I used actually just left a slightly strange aftertaste. It wasn't terrible, but I can definitely get much tastier results with a different mixture of berries.